Good afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live for this hella fine Monday, June 24th, 2013. Thanks to our sponsors, The Music Garage and Emperor Cabs. We are honored to have in the studio with us today, Middle Class Rut. Hell yeah. Middle Class Rut on Audiotree Live. Sean and Zach, guys have known each other for quite a long time, so I've heard.
Too long.
Yes, that is true.
Too long.
We're ready for a break.
Don't want to be together anymore. That's why you incorporated
I know
three
all
other
his
people.
birthmarks, all of his moles.
Know all of his dirty secrets, all the stuff that he doesn't tell everyone else.
I am his biggest dirty secret.
You two together.
Yeah, I'm very dirty.
When you guys were kids, what did you do together besides play music?
Not a whole lot.
That's it, man. That's all we did. That's all we ever did was play music.
Yeah.
From the day we met to even right now. I mean, for a good time, we'd hole up in different rooms of the house. Normally, guys get a girlfriend and they go to different rooms of the house to have sex, to try out like the different stuff. But
you guys went to different rooms of the house to play different instruments.
yeah, we'd be like,
together.
let's set up our gear in the smallest room and then jam out for a bunch of hours. You know, so that's all we did. We jammed and wrote songs and recorded them, and that's kind of how we grew up.
Do you have a bunch of that footage somewhere, or not footage? A bunch of that music somewhere? You know,
We have
hidden
footage
away.
and yeah, we have all kinds of documentation of that stuff.
You guys had a camera person that was with you at all times.
No,
We had a tripod.
We had, we were filming stuff even back then. We have tons of 4-track tapes laying around.
Awesome.
And, you know, Sean was early engineer back then and video stuff. So there's stuff laying around.
Sweet. You guys got to release that on some like super exclusive middle class rut.
Yeah, Pitchfork's been trying to get it for a while.
NPR wants to do a special on it with just you guys.
Yeah, the early years.
That sounds sick. All right, you want to move into your next track, dudes?
Yeah, let's do it. This one's Weather Vane.
What if I let you
killing it, man. You guys sound awesome in here.
Thanks, dude.
Zach, that guitar right there, the yellow one, I've seen in a bunch of your music videos and live and stuff. It's all like scraped up, the paint's off it from the back from you sliding up and stuff. How
It
long
was
have you had
pre-distressed. We bought it at Mervin's.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, before they
It
went
was-
out of business.
Yeah, the Mervin. They're not even in business anymore, man.
No. How about Miller's Outpost? You remember that place? Miller's
Old
Outpost?
place? No.
Showing age.
Showing age.
Yeah, dude. That guitar is old, man. I had it for, I think, 11 years now.
Okay. But it was vintage when you bought it. It already had the
kinda-
holes in it.
It was a reissue. It's a 57 reissue, but it's slowly becoming vintage.
Yeah. No, it looks nice. You definitely, when you guys are like super famous and 20 years you're old, you can definitely sell that for a couple thousand.
$12.
Yeah, $12.
When's that going to
To
happen?
your only fan.
Exactly. And we could do that now.
You're one fan for $12. Some of you other guys have some pretty awesome gear. I mean, can you just explain to us? I know that you wanted to replicate the live sound that you have on your new record,
Right.
Pick Up Your Head, which I've heard part of the stream of. So it's awesome, by the way.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And so can you just explain to the audience a little bit about why you have the keg and the upside down trash can lid and all the stuff?
It's more or less Adam's brainchild. I sent him a few tracks off the record. Hey, man, this is what we're thinking about doing in a live context. Can you get your gears turning on, see what you can come up with? And he showed up the first day of rehearsals with that.
It's pretty much just broke into a bunch of junkyards.
and just took all you can.
So it's an excuse to put a keg on our rider. 'cause we need it every night.
Yeah, absolutely. How much does that thing weigh empty, do you know?
For about 30 pounds.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, well, you get jacked at least lifting
exactly.
it up. And
Exactly, man. Gotta
good
get those reps in.
weightlifting. I saw you guys Hillbilly Road cases, the boxes that you have the, the amps
Tijuana
in.
road case.
Oh, Tijuana Road case. I like it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's go into another track.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Yep, hey, yep, hey, yep. Dead eye. Yeah, hey, yep.
Live with Middle Class Rut. Man, Adam, you're killing that tambourine over there. Really wrecking it. So Zach and
my shining
Sean,
moment.
what'd you say?
My shining moment.
Oh yeah, your shining moment. 15 minutes right there. Zach and Sean, you guys toured and did music as a two-piece for a long time. When you incorporated these three dudes, did they have to go through some sort of like physical trial or initiation? You know, fight to the death. Group of 7.
They had to do the mud run,
the mud run,
The dirty
tough
dash.
mudder before they got here.
the watermelon crawl. Yeah, nothing crazy, man. I think it's enough just handing someone a pile of songs, you know,
Yeah.
to kind of surround themselves in that world. So
Right.
that was hazing enough.
Yeah, for sure. You guys should have just made him play all your old stuff, you know, that reissue stuff we're talking about, your original track.
That would have taken a lot less time, or even less time.
One chord, just repeat it over and over.
No, that's what we do now.
What's a watermelon crawl?
No idea.
Oh, you just said it. 'Cause you
I
thought.
think Gallagher did one of those.
It's like one of those things with the egg, you know, the egg on the spoon race, but it's a
Right.
watermelon.
Yeah,
Not on a spoon, though. It'd have to be on, like, I don't know, a paddle or a spatula, maybe?
That
A
could be
metal
good.
spatula.
Yeah. Well, let's do that, guys. You're doing that.
They're doing that next. Has it been good to tour with 5? I mean, do you feel like
Nope.
the group bonds? No. Who said that?
I'm just kidding, man.
Sean.
Yeah, I mean, their choice of restaurants is a little subpar.
Oh yeah, a lot of BK or Taco Bell.
Evan's a big Toby Keith's bar and grill
Toby
guy.
Keith's. I love this bar.
I hate that it has "I love this bar" in it. That's what
Yeah.
offends me
I just
the
love
most.
how
I
every
think.
photograph in that place is pictures of Toby Keith.
I can't believe like that's seriously the most commercialized country restaurant like in the world. Like it's super surprising that a place like that exists and makes money.
30,000 square feet.
Yeah,
Of Toby Keith.
just empty booths. There's not really a whole lot of people in there.
You can get like a beer there that's called like the big ass beer or something, can't you? Yeah.
You can get the boot in your ass beer.
The Iraqi freedom beer is what they call it.
That's big time.
All right, let's move into another song.
Yeah, let's do it. This is USA.
Middle Class Rut, Audiotree Live. Man, tearing the roof off it up in here. Killing it, dudes. So you guys are from Sacramento, CA, USA.
Yes, Sacramento, California.
What's the coldest place that you've ever played?
Where they talk funny? Fargo?
Fargo.
Yeah.
North Dakota.
Probably on U.S.
With the wind
soil.
chill? Wow.
Yeah, man. They get like negative there, you know.
Some of the stuff we've done in
Freezing
Europe,
stuff.
though, was insanely cold. Like, you can't even, live cold.
Like where?
Stockholm's freezing.
Oh.
Prague was insane. You're sliding all over the road.
Yeah.
Anywhere over there in the dead of winter is not fun. It's
Yeah.
fun, but not for that.
Yeah, not for the warmth purposes.
Right, exactly.
Zach, I think we can do one more before you throw all your... I just didn't know if you were going to unhook it all and whatnot. I'd like to hear one
I think that
more
was the
from you.
finale.
Is that the last one you got in you?
What should we do, guys? I guess we have to do no more. Do a live or dead?
No more is fine. We can cut it off.
No more's the name of the song.
Oh, okay.
I don't care. Yeah.
Awesome. Put it in. Sounds great, man. Yeah, so that Europe gets real cold, I guess. I've never been up there before.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
I like how you said they talk funny in North Dakota. Of all the places that people talk funny, there's a million of them, but that's the one that you chose.
Where's my key?
It's right there. Your cable's hanging on your...
I put it there so I wouldn't forget where it was.
and then you forgot where it was. Sounds awesome. Middle Class Rut, Audiotree Live. Pick Up Your Head drops tomorrow, June 25th. Please get out there and get it. Middle Class Rut, Audiotree Live. Thanks again, guys, for being here. Seriously,
Thanks
thank
for having
you.
us, guys.
Absolutely. Hope you had a good time. Y'all look pretty good. Not too sweaty or gnarly yet.
Yeah, not too bad.
They're playing at Sub T. Doors are at 7:30 tonight. That's the Subterranean. Please be there. August 22nd, you guys are back
Yep,
for
Uproar.
Yeah, for the Uproar. What is tomorrow?
The show's tomorrow.
Subterranean
Show
tomorrow.
is tomorrow.
Yeah,
my bad.
Tuesday.
7:30. It's awesome. Thanks to Emperor and the Music Garage. Thanks, viewers. Thanks for the camera people on the knobs in the studio. Thanks so much again, guys, for being here. Viewers, if you enjoyed what you heard or you just want to connect with us or the band, please extend your gratitude via Facebook or Twitter. And be sure to check out all the other incredible sessions at audiotree.tv. Bye.